13 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the Raiders' 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him, because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mariota. Rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third and short, Drake. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Penguins nothing.
On first down, Drake. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 43 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On first and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
Second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson dancing to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it third and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coaching his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? Well, the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now Jackson on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And he was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but it's going to be second down. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 36, Jackson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. 55
rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
36-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he hits Drake. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. To throw his car. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be second down. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jackson to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they get it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Las Vegas,
it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.